Que me engañes más, no implores más, no me busques más, escucha este consejo, no vuelvas a engañar en el mundo jamás. Ay, ay, como ayer, como ayer, como ayer.
Well, good morning if it's morning, good evening if it's evening, and good night if it's night. And a hearty salam alaikum to each and every one of you that's listening to us live or will be listening to us in the archives. I got to tell you, it took a lot. It took a lot to get my co-host on here, to get him to speak in today, because he said it was his day off and that he deserved it and that he wasn't working for nobody on Martin Luther King's day. But my brother is here and we doing our thing. What's going on with your ancestor healing?
Here he is, and I got some shit to say today.
Oh, goodness gracious. What's going on? It's too early. Wait a minute.
No, it's not bad today.
It's not bad? Really?
No. Happy Martin Luther King, the rebellious Martin Luther King, not the one that everybody want to show that we shall overcome. The one that they were scared of, so they felt they had to kill him. He didn't just die, they killed him. Happy Revolutionary Marcus. I mean, not Marcus. Oh, wow. Martin
Oh,
Luther
goodness.
King.
Now, I see what's on your mind, brother.
Now, that's just partly, but I got Revelations. One of our friends shared a post with us today, and I caught Revelation, and I said I'm going to speak on what I caught.
Okay, do your thing.
So it's Sunday, Monday, actually.
Sunday, Monday.
You understand me? I caught Revelations, baby. But if you don't mind,
I don't mind at all. We doing this damn thing. I don't mind.
Let's dedicate the show to truth today. Cultural truth and realities.
Cultural truth and reality. I'm right there with you, brother.
I got 4 words that I want to bring up. And the funny part is the synchronism of these words, the syncretic order they came in. Believe it or not, it says Ashe. I was like, oh, I'm taking it back. I didn't know. Check this out.
It says Ashe or Ashe.
Ashe.
All right.
Ashe. Okay. Now Ashe, we know him.
I know Ashe. I know that motherfucker.
In the wintertime, he
that's
always
my uncle.
Right.
That's me. That runs in my family.
Right. I realized something. In this thing that we call hoodoo, root work, conjure, whatever it is, there's always these things. Here's number 1. There is no absolutes.
Amen.
Never in conjure or root work. This is always about cultural continuum.
Amen.
This is not a homogenistic or homogeneous culture.
Amen.
And one thing about it, all root and conjure work is not equal.
Ashe!
Now you got it. So now, that's something that I wanted to discuss because it seems to be when people say something like, we do hoodoo or root work, they speak about it like what they did in South Carolina is the same thing they did over in New Orleans, the same thing they did in Alabama, and the same thing they did up north. They're totally different things based off of the cultural continuum of where the people came from and also the conditions that they've been through.
Ooh.
That's right, bro. Come on in, Deacon. Come on.
Yes.
It's different. They got different spirits, different vibes. They dealt with different things of survival.
Yes.
So we spread all over the South and North, and we still got influxes of people coming in from Haiti and Cuba and Puerto Rico and Mexico.
Amen.
And we got them coming in across the board, even far down to Texas, and even some parts of California. Well, come on now.
What?
Even some parts of California. Come on now. Now, we got all those things going on, and it's different times. It cannot be homogenous. It cannot be the same across the board. It cannot. Okay? And it's not equal because some people had to deal with certain things of survival more than others. Some people had to deal with their legs being cut off more than others. Some people's slave masters were more harsh on them, so they had to hurry up and push their culture to the church. Because whether we want to know or not, the roots of what we so-called hoodoo is in the Southern church or in those churches that we decided to be a part of, whether it's in the North, whether it's in the South, or whether it's out West. So, we have to take all these things into consideration and stop saying hoodoo or root work like it's one thing. That's almost like saying, where are you from? Africa. No, that's a continent. Where are you from? In Africa. Oh, and now we can talk. You understand what I'm saying? So when we begin to talk about root and conjure, don't have me know everybody did monkey paws. How? You couldn't even get a fucking monkey. Don't have me everybody did these colored candles or Everybody did.
Well,
You know I hate honey stars, but that
well,
shit.
let me tell you something that I saw that just knocked me off my seat the other day. All
Okay.
right, where this fool talking about he went back to his family's upbringing and found 100-year-old honey jars.
See, this is the shit. Our culture and our history is so wonderful and beautiful, and our family history is so wonderful. We ain't gotta make shit up. Stop making shit up and go ask your aunties and grandmas and great whatever. If you don't have it, you don't have it. But you still can go to the damn church and do some investigating and some history. That's
and go to your altars and your ancestor altars and whatever. See, because my ancestors are gossipy. They tell.
Like a mother.
All right, my ancestors straight up snitches. I ain't gonna lie. See, because whatever I don't know, whatever I don't see, it is revealed to me in dreams, in omens, or in song. We'll be right back.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, yeah. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel.
Stop playing and turn down.
River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. Yeah, yeah. Stars, when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me.
That was Nina Simone. Wow. Was that a badass song there, brother?
Oh, she always do it, baby. You know she always do it. It's a brand new day, baby.
It's a brand new day. I was of course, you know, I guys, you got to understand that I am an avid radio listener. This is what I love to do, okay? And being it with all this stuff that was going on with Trump, with the shithole comments and stuff like that there, I decided to listen to a little bit of right-wing radio.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm listening to right-wing radio, and I see the people that they bring in, and I see the things that they're saying, and how everybody, you know, when it gets close to Martin Luther King, they want to grab Martin Luther King and pull him out of contents and put up or whitewash it, as they say, and say this and say that. And always pull out a how am I going to say this? Well, I'm going to say it. A token African American.
Right.
That'll
He was
say
not that.
contrary things to what actually either the president was saying or Martin Luther King used to say or something like that there. But I also want to bring this around to hoodoo and work and conjure.
Okay.
You will always find an apologetic person in hoodoo and conjure. Well, maybe it was because, it came out of the Appalachians. Or because, we use China, fire, water, or paper, or whatever it may be. Stop being apologetic. All right? You can't be nice to everybody. Everybody's not going to fucking like you. Stand in your truth. At least stand in your ancestors' truth.
Oh.
See, because by saying that this or that came, no, the fuck it didn't. All right? Hoodoo conjure was born, derives from African traditional religions.
Bingo.
Period.
End of story.
Everything else that is placed on there is placed on there with time, with demographics, with the inclusion of other people, with this. Fine. I'm not saying that you can't lies, yes, that you can't bring all this stuff into it, but do not mix up the origins of it. And please do not mix up the demographics of it. The southern part of it. Yes, the South. Because while a lot of other things thrived in the South, guess what else did? Our African beliefs.
Exactly. Everybody's under the pretense that it only survived throughout in the diaspora. And they usually blame it on the fact that, there were Protestants and Presbyterians and all the other fashions of Christianity over here that the slave masters had. They blame that for the reasons that we don't have the continuum. They're wrong. We have cultural continuum. It's just in a place where your ass decided you want to throw the whole kid out. You want to throw everything out. It's in the damn church. And, wait a minute. It's also in the Nation of Islam.
Man, don't you bring, man, listen.
Shut up.
I'm not going to talk bad about my brothers because, they had their time. I'm going to shut up.
The cultural continuum is there. That's why it is not like Sunni and Sufi. You got to realize even the origins of that and where they came from, which is the South. You understand? Well, we get to talking about the Coptic Church. Come on, man. It's there. The Baptist Church is there. The Pentecostal is there. The Baptist is there. I don't know how many times we got to tell them Europeans did not baptize through that water like that. They did not. I'm talking about total immersion in the ocean. In the river. That wasn't their thing. And some Africans wasn't doing that shit either, especially in Congolese. They hit me with the salt. I ain't getting in that motherfucking river. That's what the cities are. Yeah,
exactly.
I'm not going in there. You understand? So we have to really pay attention, man, that our stuff is here and it's strong.
Right.
But we so busy running elsewhere to the continent, which they stuff changed and grow. It had to. All African traditions grow. None of them are stagnant or written in stone. They change throughout the Caribbean and the rest of the diaspora. Things change based on location, based on experience.
But I want to talk about something else.
Okay.
Because everybody nowadays is talking about appropriation. Appropriation this, appropriation that, appropriation this. So what do you think about when you see somebody bringing some, and I'm not going to say damn Vishnu, but bringing Vishnu into hoodoo, or bringing La Santísima Muerte into these things, or bringing, let's say, a Catholic saint, other than the ones that everybody else knows. Well, let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
All right, wouldn't that be appropriating of another culture?
It all depends. Remember when we say,
well, let's talk clearly now.
remember when we said there's no absolutes and it's not homogenous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that means in New Orleans I understand the saint because that's where it was. Because they had Catholics. In Florida, if somebody did it, I would understand it because the Spanish were there. The Spanish was in New Orleans as well.
Mm-hmm.
See, I could understand a reference. It makes sense.
Okay.
But if it was not a very heavy population of Catholics in South Carolina or Virginia or Texas.
But wait a minute. There's people.
Yeah.
There's people in Los Angeles that say, I practice, Southern hoodoo work and conjure.
Well, wait a minute. That can happen if your family is from the South, because we know.
But how about if your family is not from the South?
Well, you're lying.
Okay.
You practicing the shit you like. See, that's another thing. Give credit where it's due. Okay, and then, like you said earlier, accept the fact that you're going to have to admit, no, that's some shit I came up with.
Exactly.
But you can't call it old time conjure because that's some shit that your ancestors or either your creative process or either some books gave you some shit. So you said, I'm going to use that too.
Okay. Amen. But you know what, man? While we studying that, man, you know what? This song is honestly for the real grandmamas, not the mystical ones. The real.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Most of us at some point in our lives have somebody that means more to us than anybody else has ever meant before or will ever mean again. Sometimes it's a long-legged lady if you're a man, or some tall, very smooth man if you're a woman. And in some odd cases, they get kind of crossed up. We won't talk about those. But in my case, I learned how to really love somebody from not a very pretty lady, not at that point in her life, not sexy at all, but just a nice old lady who used some very nice old gnarled hands to make life kind of nice for me at that time when I really needed somebody. And it wasn't after I got older and started to look around for things. It was before I even knew what I was looking for. And probably, since I consider myself somebody who writes primarily, out of all the things that I might have written, my favorite thing that I've written has to be about this favorite old lady of mine. Grandma's hand clapped in church on Sunday morning. Grandma's hands played a tambourine so well. Grandma's hands used to issue out a warning. She'd say, Billy, don't you run so fast. Might fall on a piece of glass. Might be snakes there in that grass. Grandma's hand. Then Grandma's hands soothed the local unwed mother. Grandma's hands used to ache sometimes and swell. Oh, Grandma's hands used to lift the
Boy, you getting it today.
She'd say, baby, Grandma understands that you really love that thing. Put yourself in Jesus' hands. Grandma's hands. a hand-me piece of candy. Grandma's hands picked me up each time I fell. Oh, Grandma's hands, boy, they really came in handy. She'd say, Matty, don't you whip that boy. What you wanna spank him for? He didn't drop no apple core, but I don't have Grandma anymore. If I get to heaven, I'll look for Grandma's hand.
All right, today as we remember
Thank you.
Martin Luther King Day, I want you also to remember what it is that we are celebrating today, okay? We're not celebrating drunkenness. We're not celebrating We're celebrating Martin Luther King. We're celebrating our ancestors, okay? We're celebrating freedom. Some freedom that we're still fighting for today, and many people are still fighting for all over the world, and not only here in the United States of America, okay? So that's where we are. So what's going on, my man? I see you got a little teary-eyed over there. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. But you know what?
Yeah.
We also got to stay with we fighting and we resisting. You understand? Because that's what he was about. Unfairness to all. You understand? We got to keep in mind what he was talking about. But that song right there did catch me. I said, oh, shit. He done dug deep in the coffers. He done dug deep down in there.
Maferefun egun, just as Iawo's Journey says. And Yvette says, man, y'all trying to make me cry. No, we ain't. I just, for some reason, I woke up with that song stuck to my head today. And as I was lighting the candles for ancestors and issues, they kept on playing and ringing inside my head. So I decided to play it today with a couple of other old tunes that we haven't never played on It's 12 O'Clock Somewhere. I know, guys, some of you guys are actually stuck working today, okay? And if you're there working, I'm sorry we didn't have the music that we usually have, or we make y'all get up and dance and stuff like that there. But, you know, there's still much more time left in this day, okay? There's still plenty of time left in this day. And let me ask you a question, Rob. Rob, let me ask you a question, brother.
Well, that's all.
Man, how many times have you been blamed for witchcraft you've never done?
A whole lot.
A whole lot? Would you consider me a type of boogeyman?
You might as well be, shit.
Well, shit. So we'll consider ourselves boogeyman and everybody's all up in their feelings. Let's let people dance. We'll be right back.
I'm your boogeyman, that's what I am. I'm here to do whatever I can. Be it early morning, late afternoon, or at midnight. It's left too soon to wanna please you, to wanna keep you, to wanna do it all for you. I wanna be your rubber ball.
Stop scaring them people, Rob.
That's what I am. I'm here to do
All right, guys. You know that I said that I was going to say my winner today for our home protection kit. Well, let me tell you something. There has been two people. Well, I'm going to actually I'm going to do two people. I'm not only going to do one. So there will be two people getting our home protection kit this week, okay? Two of the people will be Miss Rebecca White, and Silver Daniels. So if you please both hit me up on Facebook, on thing, or on my email, candelokimbisa@gmail.com. Or on It's 12 o'clock somewhere. Okay? Hit me up on either one of those things, and we will send that stuff out to you sometime this week. Please do ask around, because the gifts and the prizes that I say that I'm going to send actually get sent. Okay? So Silver Daniels and Rebecca Wright, please do hit me up with your addresses so I can send them home protection kits to you. You're going to love them because I did them, okay? So that's what's going on with that. Rob, what's going on with you for the rest of the day and the rest of this lovely week?
Well, old good Sue coming over here today, so we're going to sit, do some study, and may do some beading for the Candelo.
Now you're going to get back into the beading.
No, these beatings would be for the lecture ceremony. So,
okay, all right, okay.
I'm gonna do a few of them. Get that out the way.
Lecture ceremony. Can you please enlighten me what an lecture ceremony is, brother?
There you go with that bull.
Well, many people that listen to us don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They just don't. I bet you if we talk about corn liquor and Ripple, they'll know what the fuck we're talking about.
It's one of the first ceremonies that you receive when you begin your journey on dealing with a certain ile or a certain house, or just beginning your journey dealing with the orisha and lukumi.
Okay. Yeah. So, all right, brother. So I see you doing bigger and better things around there in Ohio.
I'm just doing things. That's all. Doing things, asking for the proper guidance while I'm doing it. That's it.
I hear you, man. I absolutely love the fact that you're doing that, brother. Because, man, I know how it is. We hear the stories each and every day about people that have been mistreated or what you call it, as Iyami Yayeo says. She says medio asiento. Yeah. So you're getting ready to do a medio asiento. Sounds good. Are you going to be doing that in Ohio?
Oh, no, of course. I'll be down there with you, and you know. Hey, we going to get together and cause mayhem together. You understand?
All right.
So
for everybody who's joining the Kimbisa house soon, and the thing guided by, of course, our wonderful Oba Raidel. Man, welcome one, welcome all. This thing is a community effort. We're all doing our things. Hopefully we can get Iyami Yayeo to come down here and do a misa. I would love her to do a misa. We can contract her to come down and do a misa for us on both times that month, and we'll be good, okay? But our sister be world traveling too, so it's hard to get a hold of her.
She famous.
She famous. The sister done went off and did her thing, and man, you know how it is. You know how it is, baby.
You know it. She said, let her know. Don't start that. Won't be no.
I gotta tell her now, because her
schedule.
Appointment book. Yeah, her appointment book get booked quickly.
Right. Well, you better get to chopping it up and telling her when we get off of here, because we gonna do something. What we gonna do?
We are going to get it down. I mean, there will be my Oba's coming down, as always. We're going to have some wonderful warrior ceremonies, some Aleki ceremonies. Before that, we're going to have some initiations into Palo, into the wonderful world of Palo, Kimbisa, Brahma con Brahma. So, yeah, we're doing our thing. Okay, and a lot of people wonder, how the fuck does he keep doing it if, we keep on throwing... we keep on throwing witchcraft at them.
Because they ain't throwing witchcraft. They throwing slander. That's what they do.
Well, slander is a type of witchcraft for people that can't stand it. You know what I mean?
That's the only kind they know. You understand? That's the problem. Your soaps don't work, your candles don't work, your printer don't work, your Orisha don't work, but that tongue, ooh. You good at that shit.
You know I am about that tongue. If you can stand a little tongue, you can stand a little dick. We'll be right back.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love,
Jay Reynolds says, oh snap. You didn't know?
Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seemed impossible to face, and when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. I just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely
Boy, I ain't gonna lie. Black does not slim up everyone. I saw a lady yesterday with a tight black dress on. Looked like a big old chalkboard. I wanted to go up and solve a math equation on it. Give a class on hoodoo. Everything but to see her with that big black dress on. I'm sorry. I had to say it. I'm just crazy. Anyway, dude. And then comes the tough shit tarot of the day. Okay, after I made that fucking comment, look what the one I get. Okay, it says diarrhea of the mouth. Use your intelligence and mouthiness as a means of avoiding real life. Stop being a commentator and start living.
leave that fat woman alone.
I can't stand myself sometimes, homie.
You know what, man? Now, you read that, so I'm going to go ahead and read one of my little verses.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm going to read the first paragraph I go to. You know how I'm going to do that. What does that mean? Huh? Oh, that's show.
Okay.
And it might be part of it. He has in every way anointed you, his champion, and surrounded you with confidence. That's it.
Ooh,
You're a winner.
Thank you, brother. You know what? After the tough shit tarot, that one there made me feel good because I said, damn.
The verbal lashing
of myself.
I feel bad. Shut your mouth. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
wrong with it, man.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Being that we're singing, we've been playing some type of songs all day today, and been playing all types of songs today. That I like and that's brung back memories, as they say. Our last two songs, okay, are going to be staples. Of course, there always been staples in Candelo's corner. There always been staples on It's 12 O'Clock Somewhere. And hopefully they'll become staples in and around your home, okay? So, as always, me and Ancestor Healing will be right back.
Let's begin now.
Today, I just woke up and I said, instead of waiting on a good day, waiting around through ups and downs, waiting on something to happen, I just said,
we're gonna have a good day, and all my homies gonna ride today.
That's right.
And all these mommies look fly today, and all we wanna do is get by today. Hey, we're gonna have a good day, and ain't nobody gotta cry today. Cause ain't nobody gonna die today. You can save that drama for another day. Hey, we're gonna have a good day.
Hairline fresh, new cologne on, feeling so good, change the colors to my phone. Orange Kool-Aid, go good with Patron. Oh no, hell no, boy. Still my ringtone, free car wash, had to clean up the Dodge. Get back when I can, just playing my part. Church folks had a fish fry, mustard, hot sauce, light bread, and french fries. Love for the big guy, hit the park. Boys showing off the hot nappy roots on the radio. And you know what about last night, hit the pick 3. Bought some Air Force Ones, 4 tall tees. Man, I'm loving BG.
Good day, and all my homies gonna ride today, and all these mommies look fly today, and all we wanna do is get by today. Hey, we're gonna have a good day, and ain't nobody gotta cry today, cause ain't nobody gonna die today. You can save that drama for another day. Hey, we're gonna have a good day.
And I ain't fit to worry about what nobody say. I'm still above ground, and that's the reason I pray. Got my car cleaned up, now I'm ready to play. Make a call to the stick, say I'm headed that way. Heard my cousin cooking out, I gotta give me a play. Got this new outfit, ain't even out in the States. So if I ain't speaking too soon, but this a hell of a day. And the sticky got me sitting in a hell of a place. Got my stunner shades on and the grin on my face. My new grill looks mean, but I swear I'm straight. And the hood showing love, so I'm A-OK.
We're gonna have a good day, and all my homies gonna ride today, and all these mommies look fly today, and all we wanna do is get by today. Hey, we're gonna have a good day, and ain't nobody gotta cry today, cause ain't nobody gonna die today. You can save that drama for another day. Hey, we're gonna have a good day.
We might as well do exactly what the children saying. Take the day off, hit the park and just hang. Barbecue, roll a few and put up the deuce. And if it's beef, put the piece down, throw up the dukes. It's time to change our ways so we can save the day. For the children's sake and make a better place to play. And if it's all good, break out your coupe and grip your wood. And if you're riding dirty, light your spliff and blow your... But do it real big, exactly like a player should. Enjoy your 24, do your thing and rep your hood. The world is all yours, but still we all grind. Forever in a day, the choice you make is really all fine.
Good day, and all my homies gonna ride today, and all these mommies look fly today, and all we wanna do is get by today. Hey, we're gonna have a good day, and ain't nobody gotta cry today, cause ain't nobody gonna die today. You can save that drama for another day. Hey, we're gonna have a good day, and all my homies gonna ride today, and all these mommies
All right, brother. Let me ask you a question, and please be truthful,
Ask on.
because I'm going to be truthful. Is it Martin Luther King Day without your traditional Martin Luther King Day parade stampede up there? Because there's one over here every year. Some type of scare that sends everybody running, and they run over a bitch. I almost got caught up in one about
What?
5 years ago.
We don't have those.
Yeah. Huh?
It's too cold up here for that shit.
It's too cold.
Shit. Motherfuckers inside. Enjoy
Down
their day.
here, I swear, boy, it's a yearly thing. Okay, I remember last time I was there. I was with Brent, Big Fred, God bless the dead, and my good friend Stucky. All right, so we sitting up there, and Stucky goes, "There they go, there they go," and he's pointing towards the direction where the crowd is running, right?
Right.
And it's until he say, "There they come." And he turned around and ran. Pew! Boy, I almost got caught up. I ain't going to lie. And since that
Right.
day, whenever I do go to the parade, I stand on the edges.
You know what, man? I'm glad we ain't got nothing like that. You know we can all get foolish here once in a while, but we ain't stampeding.
Shit, down here in Miami, you better watch Channel 7 News today.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to download Channel 7 and watch it. I'll watch it when I get there. Shit.
Well, anyway, brother, you know it's coming up to the last bit of the show. I want you to say, I want you to have your parting words. Tell it. Well, guys, let me. First of all, I got something else coming up, and I don't know how I'm gonna package it or brand it. Okay, so keep an eye out. Keep on looking out. Keep on sharing the show, guys. Keep on sharing the show. It is imperative that you guys share the show. We are over 12,000 downloads and listens already. Okay? So do check that out. Do share the show. Do like the page. Do follow us on Facebook. And tell people about what we do. Tomorrow we'll be back with our normal antics, having fun. Next week, hopefully, when I get this thing set up, we're going to bring in some new guests and things at least once or twice a week. So get ready for that. Okay? Remember, we have our lucky numbers on Fridays. We have Wu-Tang Wednesdays on Wednesdays. And we have many other things that we're going to be coming up with. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, no, bro. You know, hey, man, the only thing I have to say today is, y'all enjoy this day. Reflect on not just Martin Luther King himself, but reflect on yourself. What are you doing to make sure that you're not treating people unjustly, unfair, and especially yourself? What are you doing about yourself? Because we can also be harsh on ourselves, treat ourselves unjustly, hate ourselves. What are you doing to make that balance? Make it a thing about yourself first, then community. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I have today. Have to say, for the day, besides y'all take it easy. Oh, and I have to put my disclaimer for
Why a disclaimer?
For the gala, because I would supposedly be there.
Okay.
With my chaos and madness.
Remember, guys, the Big Apple Conjure Gala is coming up in April. Check that out. Check out the page on Facebook. Check myself out. There's going to be a lot of people there, but, we don't have enough time to say everybody is going to be on there now. I should have said that earlier. Please remind me next time, Rob. Guys, as always, may all the eguns and shadows that accompany you have all the necessary light. Where Ancestor Healing and myself sit, that's it.
That's it.
Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
This episode of It's 12 O'Clock Somewhere is brought to you by Egun, Bakulu, Ancestors, by a Dream, and last but not least, by a King.